in the Bhagavad Gita, he calls himself Suhrit, which means our best friend. And the holy name comes to us specifically just for us, to accompany us back home, back to Godhead. So he's come as our best friend. And if we remember that he's a person, and he's actually the only one who can have our full best interest in mind amidst all of the various competing forces in the world, the holy name is the one that's all benevolent and all powerful. Then if we use this as a time to really remember how Krishna has come to us in the form of his name, and we can chant with that intention of connecting to him and cooperating with him, then we'll make great progress in chanting. What do you think? Okay. So let's go on chanting for some time and just remember that Krishna and his name are non-different and that he's the best friend of all of us. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna. Just have a quick discussion to bring focus. And something I heard recently while I was traveling about chanting the holy name, some advice that came from a senior godbrother was, chant until you don't want to stop. In other words, this means absorption, that you're actually hearing the holy name and you're feeling connected to the holy name. And when you get to the point where you feel like, oh, I don't want to stop, this is absorption. If I'm thinking I have 15 rounds to go, I have 8 rounds to go, what time is it? I'm still in this, I'm chanting, it's beneficial, but I haven't reached the full absorption. So practicing until I can actually, as Prabhupada writes in one of his directions about chanting the holy name, chanting until you feel yourself one with the holy name. In other words, your mind is completely connected. It's not going anywhere else. Is one of the goals of chanting, is to feel that complete connection. And I will just hear a few realizations any of you are having about chanting. Have you ever experienced that, or recently, that you didn't want to stop chanting? Or can you relate to this point about chanting but feeling like, when do I get to stop? Either one.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. So, yes, couple of days back, when we come here and chant here, and from 5 to 7, so I was feeling that I don't want to complete my rounds. Actually, this is my time to focus as much as I want. I don't want to complete 16 rounds just in this time, 5 to 7. I want to chant with focus and with full absorption. This is my time to really get fully absorbed into the chanting.
So you're just taking the time element and not thinking about, I'm finishing a certain number of rounds. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes.
I like the point about powerful, positive experience you mentioned. So until we get that, it's very hard to get absorbed, but it is worth the fight. I have felt it, that it is a struggle to get there, but once you get it, it becomes really smooth. So, and every other service becomes smoother.
Yeah, in the Bhagavatam, Krishna says that we have no other enemy except for the mind, who has fearsome godlike powers over us, and life after life. So the chanting of the holy name, Mahaprabhu says, Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. This leads to victory. We can have victory over our mind and senses. A couple from this side. You have a mic.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Yes, I'm glad that we have indication like how we should judge that we are successful in our japa. That like it's not just like some emotions should come or something like some happiness. That if we feel that we don't want to stop, that's a good sign that we want to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you forget what time it is and don't notice, that's a good sign too, absorption.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I was just thinking that when His Holiness Sachinandan Maharaj was here, we were in the temple chanting, hearing, glorifying the holy name. That was one time that I didn't feel the passage of time, that we could be chanting all day.
So it's also one of the techniques that Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentioned is sit with somebody who's absorbed, and then you'll feel the liberty to also be absorbed as well. So absorption is the place in which we actually make rapid progress. So making arrangements so that, as we heard from Krishna Saka Prabhu, that there may be a time period, you give yourself complete permission to stay in the holy name and not go anywhere else, your mind not wandering, just take the time to really focus on the holy name. And this is where the main progress comes from in our spiritual life. Shri Harinam Prabhu Ki Jai, Gaur Premanande Haribo. Hare Krishna. Can someone give some shastric evidence about the holy name being the source of good fortune? Or if it's easier, how it's the main process for self-realization in the age of Kali. Either of those two. Pop quiz, I hope you're ready. Please go ahead, we only have a few minutes left.
Kaler dosha nidhe rajan asti he eko mahan guna kirtana deva krishnasya mukta sangha param rajet. In this age of Kali, the age of Kali is ocean of faults, but just by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, one can be mukta sangha param rajet. One can go to supreme destination and can be liberated from this.
Yay!
Prabhu, from the sixth Shastakam, Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam. So this is the, it opens a good fortune for all the living entities. So that is one good fortune.
How?
By cleansing the heart, Chetodarpana Marjanam, and then destroying this ocean, this forest fire of material existence. And once you're sitting in a forest fire, but not caring for what is around you, it's like a bubble inside. You're staying inside a water bubble. Then you invoke all the good fortune. It says about the moon. I forgot the I don't know the moon part, but this is what.
Haribo. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I was remembering Maharaj the Shasti Vachan. Shastina Govinda Shastina Chaitanya Shastina Narayana Naravai. The name of the Lord, it actually brings all auspiciousness to the sacrifice or whatever performance we want to do. So we remember the name first and then we do our whatever activities we want to do.
Thank you. Haribo. Okay, one more.
Forgetting the starting of that one, where in Ajamila story he says, Stobam Helanam Evava Vaikunta. Like it doesn't matter whether you are chanting the holy names, just calling it, even Helana, even making fun, still it actually renders all auspiciousness. I'm forgetting the beginning of the shloka.
Haribo. Yes.
It's not a verse, but what you asked earlier about if you want to stop chanting. So I don't have a direct experience of, I want this chanting to go on, but kind of an indirect experience is that when it's the time to move on to your next activity in your day, you kind of feel sad that, I don't want to move on, I just wanted to stay here. And even in the japa circle, now it's time to go for the next activity, but you feel, I wish the japa circle can go on. So that's an indirect experience, but not the experience that I want to not stop chanting. So.
Yeah, it's a good sign. If we can get into the practice in such a way that we start feeling that this is my mainstay and that I want to be more and more in this position of just chanting the holy name, and then we accept that as the main process of our day, then we'll make progress in devotional service without doubt. So we should try to lean into the chanting the holy name. A lot of it's practical, making time and arranging the circumstances so that we don't get distracted, especially so that we can come to the point of absorption. And if we can touch that point each day in which we don't want to stop, then we've touched at least the web of absorption, and then we can feel that we've made progress for the day. Shri Harinam Prabhu Ki Jai, Gaur Premanande Haribol, Vanchakalpataruscha, Kripasinabhivacha, Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo.